You released yesterday or this morning?
Oh, this morning. This is morning, 3 a.m.
Okay, so you were kept at the police in the police custody for the whole evening and the night as well.
Yeah.
Wow. And what are the charges, if I may ask?
No charge. No charge. So maybe you can ask the police what is a crime or what is the charge. So there's no charge.
The matter chop hot. Assembly diloto. Hey! Aye!
Looks like it is going to be a very, 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 very long week for Chef Smith and the Cookathon thing. In fact, if you have any chair or if you have any other thing doing, or I want to know which other person or which other thing would come and break this particular trend of Chef Smith being in the news. From now to weekend, he will be cooked. The way he cooked Ghanaians, I'm sure Ghanaians are also preparing their pots and fire and other utensils also to cook Chef Smith. It is a rainy day here in Ghana. My name is Roland Amartey. You're welcome to the podcast live on Roland Report. If you're watching or listening for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and also share this content with others so they can equally enjoy it. Chef Smith is in the news once again, and this is an update after a report came out that he is now the new record holder for the longest cooking marathon. That is the Cookathon thing, the Guinness World Record, or holding the Guinness World Record. Just when or after the press, he was done with his press conference announcing whatever, news came out that it was false. And in fact, the fact that most major, how do we call it, media houses reported the first news I'm talking about, the breaking news of him being the new record holder, is one that I would want us to talk about. To me, the current media, both the new media as well as the traditional media, have been exposed. I always say that I have an editorial piece on this platform titled "The Media: A Tool of Mass Distraction." When you go and listen to that editorial, you understand why this is happening today. As much as we just came back from a pandemic, I for one believe we are in infodemic era again, and this is a typical proof. There are lots of updates as far as Chef Smith's matter is concerned. He has been released from the police custody after he was picked up at his press conference grounds. He has been released from the police custody, according to the manager that spoke with DJ Slim on Hit FM this morning. Now, other major media houses that also reported him being the new record holder have all now gone back to do their due diligence by writing to the Guinness World Records entity for verification of him being the new record holder or not. I have all the full gist here on this platform, of which I would want us to discuss on it, share your views on it, and also let's deliberate on it. Big ups to Prof. Ankona Mrebo for that update that you gave me on my previous video about the fact that the manager first, when the manager first spoke, he talked about the fact that he was arrested because he was owing Nana Boro and not because of the Guinness World Record. Yes, that particular how do we call it? That particular news has now been verified, and that is it. And it is true. So according to him, they were arrested, or according to the manager, they were arrested because of some ones and twos that they had with Nana Boro and his team. That aside, we are going into the matter. I have the full interview of him speaking to DJ Slim on what is happening currently with them and their camp, and whether or not the big news that if the certificates that they have is true or not, because as it stands, lots of media houses or media outlets have written to the Guinness World Records team about whether or not Chef Smith is the new record holder, and they have replied. I have that of TV3, I have that of GH1, and I have that of Hit FM, that is multimedia as well. Let's go listen to his interview. When we come back, we enter into the matter. But before that, don't forget that this particular show is sponsored by Ghana's #1 ride-hailing app, Shagzy. Go on your Google Play Store, your App Store, download the app today. Whatever you earn, whatever you get is for you as a driver. Just sign up with just 20 Ghana cedis. You're entitled to 12 hours working on your own terms and your own conditions. Whatever you earn, you pay no commission to anybody. And as a rider as well, don't forget that you sign up for free and you enjoy the most affordable rides on the market. Let's go listen to Chef Smith manager after they were released from police custody, what their charges were, and even the details as far as they declaring themselves as the current record holders of the Guinness World Record, the longest cooking marathon, is concerned.
You released yesterday or this morning?
Oh, this morning. This is morning, 3 a.m.
Okay, so you were kept at the police in the police custody for the whole evening and the night as well.
Yeah.
Wow. And what are the charges, if I may ask?
No charge. So maybe you can ask the police what is our crime or what is the charge. So there's no charge, to our best of our knowledge. Why did you detain us in the first place? No charge, because they admitted we have not committed any crime. So if there is any misunderstanding, it should be a civil case that we can sit down and talk if there is some understanding. But they admitted themselves that there's no crime issue here. So why do you want to detain us?
So you claim it's an unlawful arrest?
Yeah.
Are you claiming that it's an unlawful arrest?
Well, I don't want to go into that. I mean, for us, we are focused. If you ask me, my focus here is the good news that Millennium Chef Smith is a new record holder and all that. I'm focused on that, not these things. I know it is meant to distract and all that, so we are forging ahead.
Well, according to a letter that we have here, that is our media journalist Kwame Dazi wrote to GWR to ascertain how valid your GWR record title is. And the message says, "Hi, thank you for your message. No, this is not true. He does not hold the GWR title. This is not our certificate. The current and true record holder is for the longest cooking marathon by an individual is 119 hours, 59 minutes and 16 seconds. It's achieved by Alan Fisher of Ireland." According to GWR, they say that your certificate or your claim is false.
Are you alleging or you are speaking on authority that Guinness World Record is saying that?
On authority, this is official email that we have from GWR.
When as at today?
Yes, as at this morning, 8:53 a.m.
So you are confirming that?
Yes, I can confirm that for you.
Well, I'm not privy to that. For what we know, the same Guinness World Record that sent us email and all that, I can share those emails with you if you want. And for them to deny if what we have shared or what we have put out there is not true, I mean, that is that. As simple as that. We know the same people have sent to us. So if you are saying you can confirm, well,
because I'm reading the email right now. I'm reading the official email from GWR right now.
Okay.
Can you share yours with us?
Why not? I've shared with a lot of networks, so I can share mine with you if you want.
Okay, so if it comes out, I mean, as it stands now, officials from GWR, the same email and the same person who replied to us with respect to Ifua Singleton is the same person who is replying to this one. So if it comes out that is your claim is false, what would be your reaction to this whole situation?
Well, you're saying that if it's fine, let's get there, then we'll cross.
Let's get there, then we'll cross there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot for joining us this morning. How is Chef doing?
By God's grace, he's doing well.
So, the two of you've been released from the police custody, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot for joining us this morning, Benny.
Welcome.
Well, we just spoke to
Well, that is what is coming from Benny, who happens to be the manager for Chef Smith. At this point, I am as confused as you are. But then let's go read some of the letters that were sent to some of these people that wrote to the Guinness World Record entity and the kind of replies that they got. First off, let me read that of TV3. So they sent, I think, a social media message to them on social media. I think this will be X. And he says, hello, GWR, can you confirm if Ghana's Chef Smith is the new record holder for the longest cooking marathon by an individual? And the reply came, hi TV3, thank you for getting in touch. We can confirm this is not true. Chef Smith does not hold the Guinness World Record title, and that is not our certificate. The current and true record holder is as follows. The longest cooking marathon individual is 119 hours, 57 minutes, 16 seconds, and was achieved by Alan Fisher of Ireland in Machu Shimane, Japan from 28 September to 3rd October 2023. Let's read that of GH1 as well. It says, thank you. Hi, Adam. Thank you for your message. No, this is not true at all. He does not, and the not is in red ink, hold the GWR title, and that is not our certificate. The current and true record holder is, and they also give the same. And this is coming from Magdalene, who is the PR manager. The next one is also for Hits FM, that is multimedia. And he says, hi, thank you for your message. No, this is not true as well. He does not hold the GWR title, and that is not our certificate. The current and true record holder is, and this is coming from Alina Polianskaya, who is also a rep or the PR executive of the Guinness World Records. I mean, at this point, what do you make out of this? For me, I think first, let's discuss about the fact that how would this guy hold such a huge press conference, invite top media blogs just to lie to the whole nation? And you see the way the news traveled, it is not as if, okay, this was just shared by an individual or maybe some bloggers, as they would call it, and that is it. Whilst people do not authenticate it, but rather, this was even shared by top media houses, in all the media houses, including the traditional media houses in this country, shared this particular congratulatory message or this particular news. Everybody was first to break the news. And it's in our quest to first break the news, look at how the media has exposed its unprofessional behavior in the public domain. For me, that is one of my pains. But the other one has to do with the fact that, Charlie, what at all is it with this Guinness World Record thing in Ghanaians? Everybody, aside the 2-year-old or the 3-year-old kid that was duly certified, and the other guy, I think the other Ghanaian that's living abroad, that also has a certificate. What is it at all with the Guinness World Record thing in Ghanaians, especially with the Kukaton people? Looks as if there is always one controversy over the other, where people feel that Charlie, people are giving misinformation, and this one is just a clear one. Well, you can share your views in the comment section. Of course, I do this with you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share your views in the comment section. This has been the podcast with me live on Roland Report. If you're watching or listening for the first time, thanks for spending time with me. This is an update of what is happening to Chef Smith with his cookathon thing and whether or not the certificate is fake. So now it has been authenticated that by the Guinness World Record people that the certificate that Chef Smith and his people are flaunting around is fake and it's not from them. Until then, I'll see you when I see you. Peace. I'm out of here.
The matter chop hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye! Hey!